shit. He got his own room. Yeah! I remember y'all was saying all about me. Yeah. I just had to show y'all hoes. All y'all hoes who be in the comment. Okay. I wish I would. But just know it's luxury.
I mean,
luxury. We live in luxury. This is my sunroom. This is my sunroom right here. He's the king. So he got the king room. You close his door like that, he got the king room. There's his room right here. Boom. My room back there. The bathroom right here.
flashback.
And I am getting evicted. I am. So take that, run with that, and do something with that. First of all, why are you so worried about me going back to the basement? Friday is my last day here in this apartment, and I'm moving back with my father and my son and my 2 dogs. We're gonna be a big old happy family again. It's one of my homegirls. I get cash out sent to her every day by a different, cause I got it like that, ho. Now let's clock that in. I ain't gotta get no job, ho. And I'm going back to my dad's house because I want to. Remember that, okay? I want to. And I am getting evicted. And the reason why I did say I'm going to my dad's house, because, you know what? The reason why I told y'all I was going to my dad's house, because I didn't want nobody to prey on my downfall. A lot of people be, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of shit to me. I might sit up on here and like they don't get to me, but when you see a lot of people just dogging you out, talking about you, and just dragging you for no apparent reason.
You're kidding me, right? Are you kidding? You're kidding.
Flashback.
Trust me, I'm gonna pay the $300 extra, and I'm still gonna be able to move next month. So while y'all thought y'all was gonna see something, you the help, ho. Now, when I just asked y'all ho for help, and I asked y'all to give me $70, y'all looked at me and laughed at me. Y'all looked at me and laughed at me. Now that I got a confirmation from the rent office, man, it's on the dead. But I'm gonna make my money. Don't speak to me, don't hate me, don't for y'all ho. I don't fuck with y'all. And I swear to God on my son, like, y'all would never get another mother laugh out of me. Y'all hope enjoyment live out of me on my son's life. God can strike me down now if I'm lying, y'all. Feed him money so he can make these people look like this and talk about people and do this. That's what they made me do. They made me get on this app and they made me go that type of route.
He always has a million excuses.
So I can make people feel less of a person. And the whole time, people like me, they want me to get put out. And they always trying to get a job. The job what we do every day, y'all, we can lose our motherfucking life. How we sit up on here and argue every motherfucker, read each other every day, and talk bad about each other's kids and drag each other. And please don't say we don't ask y'all to do that. Y'all don't ask us to do it, but y'all stay watching them how to do that. We didn't tell y'all to get on the internet and talk about each other's kids. We didn't ask y'all to do that. But you ain't stop it either. You ain't say, tell me that's too far.
And I'm like, me?
You ain't say, K, oh, y'all need a cheat? Pull up on the K. Pull up on Tommy. Yeah, whoop ass Tommy. Go get a job. All you do is beg. All you do is F money. Ho, I F for money, ho, because I love money. I'll be on live a couple months later to my owe rent money. Homeless. And I'm going to keep saying it until you get your ass apartment. I'm going to have this in your head. I'm going to embed this in your head for the rest of your life. Until you get, I'll always call you homeless because that's what you are and that's what I see. You sit on YouTube like a job, and you sit on TikTok like a job and still ain't making no coins. Our apartment. And that's what you call a lease. When you in a lease, it doesn't matter. When you in a lease, you can live here for how many years you want to. That's what you call paying. I understand that. Because you've been freeloading, sheltering, and homeless around everybody in America. So you don't know what rent look like. You don't know how to work and stay somewhere what you like and what you enjoy. You don't know that. You're trying to go to Flex, Tokyo, and all this. When I'm trying to tell you this, Shamar. New people, you gonna go on, Shamar, you going to be homeless. Like together, while you still living in this Section 8 apartment. This little birdie been lying to us, making it seem like he got him a house when they ain't got nothing but a townhouse apartment. And just dragging you for no apparent reason, and they just, just putting stuff on your life. It's like it make you think. I told y'all that because I knew people was preying on my downfall. People wanted me to go homeless. People wanted me to lose everything. People wanted me to, you know what I'm saying? So I knew to tell y'all that, and I didn't tell y'all that because I wanted y'all to feel bad for me, because not one time I asked y'all for money when I was in this process. I didn't ask nobody for money. I didn't get on here and put my cash up and say, y'all, can y'all send in? Can y'all help me? I didn't ask y'all for nothing.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
See something? You the help, ho. Now, when I just asked y'all ho for help, and I asked y'all to give me $70, y'all looked at me and laughed at me. Y'all looked at me and laughed at me. Now that I got the confirmation from the rent office, man, it's on the dead. But I'm gonna make my money. Don't speak. I didn't ask y'all for nothing because I wanted to be able to do this till I had got my keys. And when I got my keys, that's when I was able to come on here and let y'all know that I moved. Thank y'all. No, I did not get my house, but I did get my apartment. They said something about I'm bragging about a 2-bedroom. You supposed to did that. You supposed to make sure your son have his own room. First of all, I understand that we are grown and we supposed to have that. But y'all have to understand, I was in a situation where my baby mom, she just put my son on me like that. And I'm not saying that, I'm not taking it away from her, but y'all have to understand the stress and the things that I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my son in this 1-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nobody to give me no sympathy or nothing like that. But it's just a lot that people that I went through in this 1-bedroom with my son, and it's like I had to give up my room for my son. And you know what I'm saying? Because it was all a rush situation. When my baby mom got put out, she didn't like have nowhere to go, and like I told her, I'm not taking nobody but my son. And now that I moved to my 2-bedroom, I feel like I accomplished something, because at the end of the day, a lot of people wants to. I guess a lot of people got mad because they thought that I was really going to the basement.
Stop the cap.
And so because they really got mad of me being excited for myself, like at me because I finally did what I did. And after all y'all dragging me for my 1-bedroom for years, I finally got a 2-bedroom. It's like every time y'all speak bad about me, God bless me with something big. Y'all sit up on this internet and y'all try to tear me down and try to tear my character down, but God can never tear me down because he always know I'm there and he's always there for me. So when y'all be trying to tear my character down and trying to make me feel better as a person,
I wonder why.
talking about I supposed to been had that. Yeah, I did supposed to been have that. But guess what? It took time for me to get there because God told me I wasn't ready. And now that I moved on, God told me that I was ready at that time. I was in the process of getting evicted from this apartment. I was in the process of losing this apartment. And I'm gonna be real. I had a nervous breakdown, and God told me, I got you. Don't let this stress you out. You're not going back to your daddy house. That's what was told to me. You're not going back to your daddy house. I got you. And I kid y'all no lie. I did at least 4 apartments. I was going to do, y'all know application fee be like $150. You got to pay the admin fee. You got to pay, the security deposit. That was a lot of money, right? That I already done spent by doing the application fee for them 4 apartments. I kid y'all no lie. I got denied for 2 apartments, and the other 2, they wanted high deposits, right?
Oh no.
Are y'all have anything available? Cause when I see the apartment, I said it looked beautiful from the inside, outside, and it looked in the standard of it's amazing. I love it. The gate, I got gates and everything, and this is why I said the apartment was for me. And I'm gonna keep saying this apartment for me because when I talked to the lady, she said, hey, we got a deal going on. And I'm like, what's the deal? She was like, oh, we pay for your application fee, we pay for your administration fee, we pay for your security, we pay half of your security deposit. And all you have to pay is So she said all I have to pay is my security deposit and the money of rent that I'm gonna be there for these little 10 days. And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. So y'all, with my application and all that, it came up to like $500, and the department paid it off. Now I don't know if they're gonna probably put it back on my bill later on in life, but the department was paid off. It was paid off, like the application fee was paid off. I kid y'all no lie. I was holding this secret in for like 3 days. She's like, hey, Mr. Davis, how you doing? I like, I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? I said, how? I didn't get an email. She said, I'm telling you, your bank statements. She said, that's how you got approved because of your bank statements, your YouTube. She said, say something about YouTube checks. She like, that's how I got approved. And she said, when you're looking to move in, I move in Friday. I was gonna get evicted from this apartment. I don't know. But I knew for a fact that I was not gonna pay no rent here. because I was wanting to leave anyway. You know what I'm saying? My lease was up this month anyway, so I was gonna leave anyway. But he came right on time, and I'm happy. I'm happy.
Meanwhile,
Sweet chat is because I've been back at my mama's house, and not only have I been back at my mama's house, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I've been depressed. It's like leaving this apartment, well, not even leaving this apartment, getting forced out my apartment, not having no good plumbing, not having no good electricity. All that shit so stressful to me, y'all.
In a week, and this, and that. I paid my hard money for this. How? I paid my money for this. I never asked you for money. Where is it fixed? Where is it fixed? You want to see the leakage?
I just came today.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the leakage.
I looked at it, there were no leakage. You keep breaking stuff inside.
How am I breaking it?
Take pictures.
How am I breaking it? Okay.
For you to tell people that there's
all
no
right.
I give you the deposit.
First, I would have to get First, I would have to get evicted because I signed the lease to get to get my money here.
If you want to get evicted, then
Yeah, but I'm not getting evicted because I'm going through the court system. I'm gonna let them have it.
because
I'm gonna let the court system handle it. What I do?
Find you another place. I give you your deposit.
When it's raining so bad that it's sparking.
Wait.
And telling y'all what was going on, why keeping inside, why not drinking. That lot to me, y'all. No shade. When I got to my mama's house, y'all know what I did for these last couple of days? I ain't did nothing but smoke and sleep. Smoke blacks. Let me make sure I say smoke blacks, because y'all know the ops be watching. But yeah, I ain't do nothing but goddamn sleep and smoke. And no shade, y'all might say, Alvo, you always crying. Who was crying? It's like, y'all, leaving my apartment, not because I got put out, or leaving my apartment not because I couldn't pay the bills, but leaving my apartment, y'all, because the landlord didn't want to fix your apartment that was not good at all, was not even goddamn livable, but I was trying to live it this year. I just been starting over, nonstop. And I feel like every time something good happens, something bad happens. So it's just like, no shade, y'all. This time, though, I feel like this gonna be the last time. I don't have no desire to drink at all. That's crazy. I never thought that I would not have the desire to drink. I'm dealing with real life. Usually I can be drunk and deal with it. Now I'm dealing with sober, no boyfriend. I just feel like I've really been depressed, y'all. And I don't want to keep on saying that I'm depressed because at the end of the day, you know, you don't supposed to sit in your depression, but y'all ain't gonna. And then especially the other news that I found out, been a lot for me too. And I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say without even saying too much information. I want to say something so bad, but I can't say it. It's not the right time to say that. I feel like nothing wrong with that, but when I went back and watched like my lives and stuff, I'm always saying the same thing. Oh, I'm only coming on here to make my money. Like, I don't want it to seem like I'm just coming on the internet to make money or make money off of y'all and stuff like that, because that's not what it is. I'm disappointed in myself. What I do is pray that this be the last time. I just pray that God, this situation that God know what I'm talking about, I just it be the last time, and I just pray that everything just go as it needs to be. And I just feel like I'm so tired of starting over. I'm so tired of goddamn going to jail. I'm so tired of all this. I just can't wait till this situation over with, and I can be myself again, and I can like get back into how I used to be. These gonna be my last all the information to talk about it right now, and right now is not the right time to talk about it. But I just feel like, no shade, these gonna be my last 2 weeks on the internet for a minute and break. I know this my last 2 weeks on this my last 2 weeks doing content, and then I'm finna take a break. I don't know how long the break gonna be, but I'm finna take a break, and then after that, everything should be back good, or back over there what's going on at the apartment. And I'm like, damn, I been left the apartment. I left the apartment last week Saturday. So then I had to remember, like, damn, I haven't been going live. I haven't been doing none of that. So everybody probably thought I was still at my apartment, but no, y'all, I'm not at that apartment no more. I left that. He gave me my deposit back and my first month rent. I mean, I haven't been going live because I found out after these 2 weeks, when I do come back on the internet, I'm gonna be better than ever when I do come back on the internet.
I hope so.
I just feel like, no shade, this ain't the end of Alvo. Don't think like, oh, damn, Alvo fell off. He ain't doing no content no more. I can never fall off. I'ma always be that boy. But right now, I gotta get my life in order. I gotta get some things together. And then after that, then I'm gonna get back on the internet and I'm gonna be better than ever. That shit. Only thing these bitches come do is monitor my movement and monitor what I got going on.
Look, everybody, I'm the same person I always was.
Gonna cry about it, ain't gonna be mad about it. And on this day, it's time for me to take accountability for my actions. I might take a break for the rest of the year. I don't know how long this break gonna be, but Lord Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, y'all might think I'm crazy. I even cuss God out. I'm like, dang, God, why me? I done did everything I was supposed to do. I done start drinking. I done stayed to my promise, everything. Why this happening to me? And then I just had to tell myself, you know what, Alvo, instead of, somebody cry right now. Whew. I had to tell myself, instead of keep on crying and beating yourself up, you gotta just take accountability for all that you have done.
Exactly.
But I did tell myself that I'm not finna sit here and think, oh, because I did this person wrong, or because I used this person, or because I called this person out their name, or I did this for my storyline, that's what I'm going through, I'm not going through that because of that.
And karma's not a liar. She keeps pressing.
What I'm going through right now is simply all the childish mistakes that I done did, all that cloud chasing that I done did, all that in the past is catching up with me. And no shade, it feels different this time because when I be going so mad and sad that I'm going through, but this time, y'all, since I've been going through what I've been going through, you know what, Alvo, you deserve that. Like, even when it happened to my apartment, I said, you know what, Alvo, you deserve that. Like, I ain't deserve the man to do me how he did me. I ain't deserve none of that. But you know what? I deserve that. Because at the end of the day, the house that I got, the goddamn career that I'm finna have, that's for me, it's finna line up. I feel like this is me throwing away my old life. Like, I just feel like I've been so childish. I feel like I've been in so much drama. I had so much boy drama. I feel like I just had so much cloud chasing that going on. I feel like this time right here is just like me washing my hands. It is as, like, I did a lot to people. It wasn't me trying to do a provoke. It wasn't me trying to hurt people's feelings.
Is that up for debate?
It wasn't me trying to be weird or do shit. Like, everything that I done did is biting me in my ass. Going through what I went through with my family, all that. I didn't deserve the landlord to do what he did to me. I'm just talking about everything else that I'm going through, though. That really is my karma for real. I'm grateful that, you know, I got monetized on Facebook. I'm grateful that I'm monetized on Instagram. For that I'm monetized on every app. So I got some money coming in. But, and stuff like that. But I'm not proud of myself. I'm really not. And it's not me trying to feel bad for myself, but I'm not. Like, I just feel like everything just really falling apart. Sleep, wake up, go back to sleep. My mama was like, boy, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. She said, I ain't never seen you sleep this much. She said, you always in that damn phone. She said, it's the first time I ever seen you not be in your phone like that. I mean, even like I told my mama, I was like, Mom, I'm just gonna give you some money. Oh, let me shut up. I don't need to be talking about that, but yeah. But mama had told me, she was like, take your time, take as much time as you need, X, Y, Z, woo the woo. I'm not even trying to be at my mama's house that long. It's like when I left my mama's house the first time, I never thought I'd be going back. And it's like, I'm not trying to make y'all feel bad for me or nothing like that, but it's just like, the only thing that really stings my heart is the fact that I did everything I was supposed to do about the apartment. I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm talking about y'all the first day I slept in my apartment with no lights. Not because I ain't have lights or I ain't pay my light bill, but because the electricity didn't work. Y'all, I went a week with one socket. I'm talking about I went a week with one socket. Not only that, y'all, I went a week without washing my ass.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm lying. I did have places I can go, like, wash up like that, but it's just like, y'all, I've been through so much these last 2 weeks. Whatever, it is what it is. You deserved it. But then again, I didn't deserve to go through nothing that I went through these last 2 weeks. I did not deserve that. My friend been telling me for a minute that she feel like I should go to therapy. And y'all, no shade, while I'm gone, like off the internet, I think I'm finna do therapy. Like, for real. Because keep on trying to do it the way I've been doing it, it's not working for me. And at first, I felt like I was too good for therapy. Like, I don't need therapy, I got friends. But I really feel like I made my mind up, y'all. I think I'm finna go to therapy. And that's my goal, really, to go to therapy, get it so I can come back on the internet and be better.
Meanwhile,
One of my supporters.
Who are your babies?
You.
Oh, what is going on here?
Both of y'all. Cause y'all look good at don't play. But what you told me?
Shamar is my favorite celebrity.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clock it. Hello. You see the pretty girl. And look good inside on the mother Saturday. Yeah. Bad will hang around, baby. Clock it. Okay? And you got...
Shamar, go live. Shamar, go live. Shamar, go live.
My baby mama right here.
Boy, you crazy.
Federal prison, no makeup, no nothing.
Now, Marco.
She clocking your teeth. She clocking your teeth.
And if Big Marco not gonna do anything when he go to the club, one thing he's definitely gonna do is flirt. Okay, all the girls love Big Marco. There was a whole nother clip, but I couldn't throw it in due to YouTube guidelines. Big Marco was seen with another female that night and she was throwing that ass in a circle. He was just over there rocking like he was a hula hoop, all up in that woman's mess, all on Instagram and whatnot. And it seems as though a time was had. And that's truly the great thing about Shamar's versatility. Due to him being a part of the LGBTQ plus IA community, females always feel comfortable around him. Sometimes can give him a lot of versatility when it comes to people he works with and collabs with, which is definitely a smart move, considering 80% of the Bussy Bunch associates and constituents following is women. It looks like we have a lot of things to celebrate this video, because it's almost been a full year of Shamar working with his new management team. For the most part, has seemed to keep himself out of drama. He did get into it with Akbar and also with Exclusive after he was locked up for a warrant back in 2024, and even when he unfortunately gets thrown off his track a bit due to reverting to drama being his normal MO, it seems as though he snaps out of it real quick and get back to business. Shout out to Big Marco for helping out the community again. This past Christmas, him and his new management team were giving out free food at a restaurant as well as a toy drive. And now it's back to school. Looks like Alex and Big Marco are giving away free haircuts, free food, and book bags. Flyer says the event will also feature a bounce house and games. And I'm not sure if Big Marco is actually performing or just doing somewhat of a meet and greet for the kids. But either way, it's good to see him giving back. So if you're in Atlanta on August 29th, make sure you take your kids and get some free food and whatnot. And I'm super proud of Big Marco for ignoring the drama for the most part, even though folks constantly has his name in their mouths. He has become a pro at paying folks dust. He didn't have to tell us he was changing for us to see it. Because we all know that actions speak louder than words, especially words that we have heard 72,000 different times, but have yet to see any actions that correspond with it. And obviously change is hard for everyone and Rome wasn't built in a day, but doing the same actions over and over again and expecting a different outcome, well, you should know what the definition and meaning of that is. Hold up, wait, I know y'all not down there being stingy with them likes. Smash that like button right below the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notification bell to all so you always know when your girl Bedtime is reacting to a video. Me giving y'all some Bussy Bunch tea. I'm really only doing it for my A1 Day 1 OGBTBs, because y'all definitely be carrying. And don't worry, we're gonna have to catch up with Kale in the next Bussy Bunch video, because she always got a whole lot of going on. But y'all let me know in the comments below, do y'all actually even want the Bussy Bunch content? And there actually hasn't been too much going on, but you already know over here on Bedtime Reacts, we break it down, bust it down, and pass it around. And I would never let my BTBs miss any viral tea. The repetitiveness can get exhausting, and listening to folks say they're going to do things 72,000 times without doing it, constant empathy and sympathy trips, and then on the other end be doing everything in their power to make people feel low and down about themselves. They can put false allegations of HIV on folk, wish unaliving on women and kids, curse people out for not sending them money, and then all of a sudden when they're going through something, we're all of a sudden all supposed to care, like they mini queen ops or something. Attitude and lifestyle wise, that is, because unlike the folks on this here side of the internet, with the exception of Shamar, bad reputation and or good, she still be pulling those numbers in. I mean, these folks don't even know how to fake it right on this here side of the internet. They will literally go from crying to cursing you out in the same damn video, and then ask you for money right after. And unfortunately, Alvo is a pro at coming with these long, depressing soliloquies, constantly talking about how he's going to change his life around and that he's going to stop drinking. And then within less than 24 hours, he's back drinking again, exposing folks and going off on people for absolutely no reason, just for the possibility of some views. Now, one thing I can say about Alvo, at least he can admit it, even if he doesn't actually stick to the changes. And over the last couple of months or so, it has been the most time that I've seen him in the past 2 years genuinely not be on the internet every single day. Even though he did cap in the beginning of his sobriety journey, claiming that he didn't drink since he'd been out of jail, even though we've seen him on camera drink since he's been out of jail, and also told Tommy that he was drinking. But since his apartment situation, he hasn't come back to the internet. So if he is actually sober and has stopped drinking, then a huge congratulations to him. And it is unfortunately hard to believe, considering he has said he was going to stop drinking 72,000 different times in the past and has yet to do so. Yet the only person he needs to prove it to is himself. And we all know it isn't an easy journey, especially when you're already going through so many things in life. Not one time on my channel have I ever said that anybody deserves to be homeless or have bad and negative things come their way just because they do negative and toxic things to other people. Because like I have said on my channel 72,000 different times in the past. The only karma I am ever worried about is my own. I would never block my blessings by stooping to their level. There was definitely some weird-ish going on with Alvo's last apartment. Apparently the place was flooding and even had a fuse box that was sparking when it rained. Thank goodness the man actually gave Alvo back his money like he said he would, but not him accusing Alvo of causing the damage himself. Then Alvo claimed that the landlord had someone run up in the place and sabotage his place so that he wouldn't want to live there anymore. And it had me over here confused like Tim's. Why would the man send someone in your place to sabotage it when he is the one who is going to have to make the repairs and also give you your deposit and first month's rent back? Now hopefully Alvo gave that man his phone back, because during the altercation that I played earlier on in the video between Alvo and his landlord, at some point the landlord left his phone in the apartment. Alvo kept claiming he was scared to let the man in due to his personal safety. However, it didn't seem as though he wanted to get back in but was just looking for his phone, and Alvo claimed he had no idea where it was. But you know they say everything happens for a reason. Alvo claims that he is going to be consistent on the internet for the next 2 weeks, and then claims that he unfortunately has to take a break. He says that everything he has done in his past is now coming back to bite him in the SSA, and he claims that he doesn't know how long he will be gone, but when he comes back he's going to be better. And I truly hope that Alvo doesn't have to go to jail or something again, because his speech was definitely given deja vu and almost sounded like the last time before he went in to turn himself into jail, saying that when he got back he was going to be better. Now he says that he is waiting for the right time to tell the internet, but also stated that he was tired of going to jail. Why would you be tired of going to jail if you're not going to jail? And says that he even told his mother he would leave her some money. You know how the folks love to lie on this here side of the internet. So to be clear, I'm definitely not saying that Alvo is going to jail, and I truly hope that he isn't, because even though everyone in the Bussy Bunch associates and constituents have their ways, I don't wish jail or homelessness on anyone, and Alvo has been in a lot less drama lately. I was just so confused as to why he was even mentioned in jail, but I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think about that part of the video. Be stingy with them likes, kings and queens. Smash the like button right below the video, and shout out to those who already have. And shout out to Alvo's mother for letting him live with her again after he tried to call the cops on them the last time he was living with them over his boyfriend. Even tried to unalive himself in their home. Said it was due to how his parents were treating him, but his mother and stepfather said that it was over the boyfriend. And once he and the boyfriend broke up, Alvo came out and told the truth, admitting that he indeed tried to unalive himself for the boyfriend, and also was upset because the boyfriend called the cops on him, but originally said that his mother was lying when she said that the boyfriend called the cops on him. At the end of the day, that is her son, and I truly believe that everyone needs somebody, even if they don't necessarily deserve them. I'm not saying that's the case with Alvo and his mother, because that's one of the strongest bonds you could ever have. Super glad to see them reconnecting. Alvo seems as though he's sincerely apologetic about bringing their business on the internet, as other times it seems as though he rekindled the relationship just to have a place to stay. I don't know if Alvo plans on getting another apartment since he got his deposit and first month's rent back, but he did not mention looking for a new apartment or a new place to stay in the last video, so maybe it has something to do with his break from the internet, where he says after the next 2 weeks he will unfortunately have to take a break from the internet. Congratulations to Alvo for getting monetized on Facebook. Not only is it very difficult to do so, but he definitely been running them numbers up over there and does really well on TikTok, and is also monetized over there as well, including his YouTube channel. So hopefully he can continue to save while he goes on his hiatus and actually return back and better. But I don't know, y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think about that part of the video. It's not Tommy over there confusing the girls for absolutely no reason. One second he came to the internet and claimed that he was getting evicted and only needed $70 to not get evicted, then claims that no one gave him the $70, so he had to get bent over, bust down, and passed around and sell some pussy. But then said that he was no longer worried about getting evicted because he talked to the woman in the office. She apparently told him all he had to do was pay $300 extra and then he would be good to go. Next thing you know, he came to the internet claiming that he was moving back in with his father, in which we all knew was cap even on other platforms, due to the fact that Tommy is known for leaking people's addresses, doxing people's phone numbers, and calling the police on folks. And unfortunately, due to that, his father's address has been leaked as well. Due to the negative and toxic things that Tommy does on the internet, he would never allow anyone to know his address, which is obviously a smart move. Tommy's father's address has been leaked on the internet 72,000 times. And even if somebody says something respectful in his comments that he doesn't like, he's cursing them out and blocking them in 5.5 seconds. Is known for celebrating other people's downfalls. He told the whole internet that Shamar was going homeless and that he got evicted even though he wasn't. His lease was ending and he actually paid the rent of the last month in his old place. When Alvo and Tommy were both celebrating that Shamar was going homeless, he popped up in his new place. Tommy even went as far as to go out and buy U-Haul boxes to mark Shamar apparently getting put out even though he wasn't. cousin, has been going in on Alvo for the last 2 years about being homeless, and even dogged him out when he originally had to move back in with his mother. And you can obviously see from the above comments that no one actually believed that Tommy was moving back in with his father. And I'll read through a few quickly. This one basically says Tommy probably got his house. He said he would have one by August. He was serious, I think. And I even responded to the comment saying hope so, or maybe he just got a bigger place. And then I had one of his lapdogs in my comments talking about I was praying on somebody's downfall. But we all know people lie and receipts don't. And this one outright says y'all know the basement is a lie. He just doesn't want Clue to find out about his new address. So it's kind of hard to celebrate someone's downfall when you don't actually believe they're having one, and just giving an empathy or sympathy trip for CAs is per usual. And I honestly don't know why anyone would put a negative stigma on the one thing they actually got going on that's positive, because you can refrain from telling people your business without lying to them, hoping and praying that they believe you, so you have something negative to come back to the internet and talk about, even though you are the one who put the negativity on your own situation. And again, I'm not saying that he had to tell anyone his business, because with all the people's downfalls that Tommy has preyed on, I'm sure there were going to be a lot of people preying on his downfall if he did say he was in search of a new apartment. And that's kind of what happens when you don't follow the golden rule and don't do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But for goodness sakes, it's almost like you want people to talk bad about you. And that's why when he came back to the internet claiming that nothing was wrong with moving in with his parents, claiming that people were having a big issue with it, even though no one believed it, saying that he was hurt by some of the comments he was seeing, but folks weren't going for that. And I swear those folks over there on Instagram are relentless. I love them down boots because they keep it 100 with every single person in the Bussy Bunch and Associates. And don't be all super fanned out and whatnot to be over there lying for folks. And whether or not Tommy was actually moving back in with his parents, no one actually saw it as a bad thing. But when you're constantly wishing negativity and toxicity on others, it is low-key weird to be upset when they do it to you. The comment reads, I think everybody has a right to troll Tommy because all he did was judge people and talk about their living situation on his YouTube, and now look at him. That's crazy that he's getting evicted. I remember he had a whole YouTube about Shamar when he thought Shamar was getting evicted. He had boxes and all, shaking my head. Thank you for the reminder. Everybody was saying Karma was going to spin the block. No shade, but Tommy has talked about and judged everybody else. Now Karma is coming back to him. Tommy is always picking on somebody even when it has nothing to do with him. And that was only a few out of the hundreds across multiple platforms, Instagram and YouTube. The only person I think actually believed that Tommy was moving back in with his father seemed to be exclusive if he actually did believe it. Or maybe he was just trolling Tommy for the 72,000 times that Tommy has trolled him in the past. No matter if Tommy lives with his father or he is living by himself, I'm just happy to see another person in our community not go homeless, especially someone who has a kid. And I'm extremely ecstatic for King. Now he got the big Don Dada room. And Tommy did give a little mini house tour at the beginning of the video. And that kitchen was nice. His little den area was too well lit and whatnot. And even though Tommy was popping it as per usual, he genuinely looked happy in the video. Claims that he applied for 4 apartments and got denied for 2. And I'm sure that's a scary situation, especially after you spend so much money on application fees. But again, everything happens for a reason. It's not Tommy saying he was able to move in for only $500 and some change due to the complex having a lot of specials going on. It even had a nice little long hallway with some distance in between the 2 rooms. And I can agree with Tommy that folks have been dogging him out on the internet for having a 1-bedroom while claiming that his kid lived with him. And then when Alvo called CPS on him, he had to give up his bedroom to his son. Now it looks as though he's back in his own humble abode, because what Tommy fails to realize is people not believing that he was actually moving back in with his father is a good thing. We know Tommy all too well. If there's one thing he loves to do, it's tell the other folks in the Bussy Bunch associates and constituents how they ain't ish and they stay broke, and that none are doing better than him, and none have been in their apartment longer than him. He was even going in on Clue a couple of weeks ago, before his eviction situation even came up, joking Clue on how he had to move back home to North Carolina, claiming that he couldn't make it in ATL. And there was absolutely no way, no way, that the Don Dada was going to let them folks have one up on him. And he was way too happy when he presented the information, and we have seen him punch holes in walls for less, even though it doesn't matter to him because he's going to say it never happened. I am truly proud of Tommy stepping up and doing the right thing for him and his son, not him actually keeping his word, because even though he may not have bought a house like he said he would, he says his lease was up in September and he was going to be moving soon. He definitely did his big one. He claims seeing all the mean comments about him truly makes him think. Hopefully it's making him think about having less negative content, because as per usual, they never like when it happens to them. But I can't even even cap, your girl bedtime been tired. That's how you know I ain't even bothered y'all that much about the like button the whole video. Y'all already know real G's don't sleep, they just take long ass blinks and get back to that money. But as per usual, I want to say thank you to my Bandam Bandits for supporting you, girl. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your post notification bell to all so you never miss when your girl bedtime is reacting to a video. Everything in this video is alleged and all content used in videos does fall under fair use for commentary purposes. Over here on Bedtime Reacts, we add lots of commentary, comic relief, and advice to every single video while we react to videos. So if you don't like videos with lots of commentary, I truly hope you find one that suits you better. But my Bedtime Bandits already know nobody's gonna love them better. Bedtime gonna stick with you forever, as long as y'all keep showing love. And if you're the first to comment on my video, get a post notification shout out at the end of one of my videos. I also do shout outs if you drop your girl a super chat, sign up for my exclusive memberships, if it's your birthday, or if you're sharing the content. This video's Bedtime Bandit special shout out goes to Big Mama. Not you being the first to comment on the video 2 times this week, queen. Not you showing up and showing out for your girl. But who am I kidding? It isn't unusual. Most of my BTBs are A1 Day 1 OG BTBs, and I can't tell y'all how much I truly appreciate. But I love to try anyway. Love y'all down boots. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Peace.